Good morning. It's just after 7 o'clock and I am ready to go and see my first full-time student in her placement up at Wooler. I've got a 2-hour drive, so let's get cracking. So I have just arrived at my first yard visit up at Kimmerston in Wooler. So as you can see, my car is full of goodies. We've got hats, boots, body protectors that we need to be handing out to the students. And I'm also going to be doing some assessments today. So I'm just going to give you a quick look in my car boot. So not only do I have all the students' assessments here that's going to be going and getting verified, my first aid kit, we also have different feed samples that the students will have to identify and talk about. One of the assessments is fitting loading equipment, so I've got some travel boots there that they're going to have to put on. We've got bandages for stable bandages, leg wraps, Vaseline for when we're doing pulse respiratory, and temperature rate. We're going to be doing some plaiting as well, so I've got a bag of goodies. We've also got some grooming kits available. We've made sure that we've got plenty of grooming kits available for all our students, and we've got some treatment, common treatment things going on there. Also, I've got my yoga mat for when we do fitness. So yeah, this is how my boot looks. So that's another yard done, and now I've got an hour's journey to get me to the next yard visit. We've had a really successful time. We've looked at different feeding with my feed samples. We've done bandaging, we've done tail bandage, putting on travel boots for if a horse was to go into the trailer. And we've also looked at horses' health, how to take the pulse, the respiratory and the temperature. So a good successful start to the Wednesday morning, and now we're going again. So I've just arrived at my next yard visit, and as you can see, it's very windy here. We're just going to go and trek up on the progress of our... My yard visit's finished for the day. It's 3:30 and I'm just going to get checked in to the Premier Inn, get sat by with my laptop and catch up on a load of admin for the next couple of hours. Not a very glamorous next couple of hours, just going through emails and working through some of the MPAs that we're trying to populate onto Moodle. So this is me for the next 2 hours. Morning, so I'm here at Mike Smith's yard up near Glasgow, and I am visiting one of our full-time students who's been on placement here since August. So I'm here to check up on her progress, make sure she is being challenged, just identifying any strengths and weaknesses, and I think it's a really important, not only for the student but for me as well, to monitor progress. It also allows us to stimulate conversation in our lessons, our online lessons. And it's great to get the trainers' feedback as well. Hello, so I am now at Ian Stark's Equestrian Centre, and we have got the Schools Academy students coming in this afternoon between 1:30 and 3:30 for a lesson. So the lesson that they are going to be doing today, we have done a theory lesson last week on feeding and watering, so we'll recap the rules of feeding. We'll also look at the different common types of feed. Here we've got racehorse mix, we've got nuts, we've got chaff. The importance of how you store feed, maintaining the feed rooms as well as the tack rooms. We're going to have another group go on to practicing their plaiting. Here we've got some boxes with some plaiting bands and combs. We've got another group that are going to be going on to doing some stable bandaging with this gear here. And we've also got some loading equipment. So I've got some travel boots and a tail bandage that they're going to be learning to fit. Another instructor is going to be doing some grooming, so we've got a really intense couple of hours coming up. Lots of learning for the students, and hopefully they'll all learn a lot. Okay, so here we've got Shannon, and she is currently practicing her tail plait. Very neat, Shannon. Well done you. Who has just put a lovely plait in. Well done, Alana. So I'm just back at my car now. It's just gone 4 o'clock. The students have all got the bus home. We've had a really successful afternoon. We've looked at grooming, we've looked at feeding and watering, how we store feed, what are the signs of vermin. We've also looked at watering, the advantages and disadvantages of watering through buckets or automatic drinkers, and we've finally moved on to turning horses out. So how do we plait manes, how do we plait tails, and we're really excited. In a couple of weeks time we're going to have a best turned out competition. I've done a little bit of admin, caught up on a few emails, and now for an hour and 45 minutes drive home.